G'day, everyone. Can you hear the thunder? I'm Ronnie Trickshot from Down Under. And
I'm
joining me...
Jetman from Western New York.
Oh, yes. Canandaigua. I'm still struggling to pronounce that, mate.
It's an Indian name, Indian word.
Fair. I'm getting it right. Yeah? Canandaigua.
Ed knows if he shows up in the chat.
Okay, we'll look
He
out
lives
for
in Buffalo.
What happens in Canandaigua, mate? What is it famous for?
Sonnenberg Gardens. They're like a big thing that you can go in. I don't know.
Yep. I'll tell you what it's famous for. It's famous for GI. Absolutely. It's famous for GI Jetman. And I reckon you'd be the only Miami Dolphins fan in Canandaigua as well. Is that
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people that can't believe I'm a Miami Dolphins fan in Western New York.
Oh, we all have our proclivities, mate.
It's my whole family's team.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you notice the color scheme I have selected for today's show?
Aqua, Dolphins.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Cool.
So, yeah, I didn't want to go with orange because orange is a bit of a growing up as a redhead, orange, it doesn't really sit well with me.
It's funny because when my one sister got married, they lived in Ohio.
Yeah.
But come to find out, the guy she married was originally from Florida and a Dolphins fan. So
okay.
When my other sister got married, one was a Cowboys fan and the other was a Bills fan. So
fair. And Buffalo is probably the closest team to Canandaigua. Is that right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. The old Doug Flutie Flakes, mate.
Oh yeah, I like Doug Flutie.
So it's 7 o'clock in the evening for you, and I've just gotten out of bed. It's 8:30 a.m. in the morning.
So you're Sunday morning, right?
Sunday morning, yep. I'm drinking some iced coffee. Beautiful.
Okay. I got
Hunt and Brew, Australian.
I got zero sugar Mountain Dew.
Do the do, man. Do the do.
Zero sugar.
Good work. Should we look at the chat?
Sure.
Yeah, let's have a look. Joining us is Wes Joe Hunter 73.
Hey, yeah, I know.
Yep,
what's up, Wes? Joe?
Yep, he's good.
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe. 73 Larry, Skidmark Larry. I'm here. When's the doors open? I need a new TV. He needs a new TV. Yeehaw. We need to get a new TV, Larry. Larry got bitten by a spider the other day. We were talking. It was a brown recluse.
Ouch.
So obviously you know what that is, but we don't have them in Australia. We have some pretty poisonous spiders, but we don't have any brown recluses. So I hope that's coming good for you, mate. Campbell, Kiwi Customs and Creation is in the house. Hello, Campbell.
Hey, Kiwi. Campbell's
dropping a video a little bit later today, or a little bit later tonight for you guys. He has been working on a custom for Nate the Retro Tinker as a gift, and he's going to post a video about it. So check that out. And he's telling everyone to smash the like button. Thank you, Campbell.
Does he make 6-inch customs?
I think he has done some bits and pieces before. I reckon he's even done a 12-inch custom. He'll let us know in the chat, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm looking for someone to make me a 6-inch classified Lady J from the cartoon.
Ooh. All right. Well, Campbell, mate, there's a challenge. Rexship is here as well. Hello, Jono. Do you reckon he's sitting in his car, mate?
Ahoy. Ahoy.
I reckon he's sitting in his car. Casey's here as well.
What's up, Casey?
Yeah. I was on with Casey about 12 hours ago. So
I watched it.
You did. Thank you for doing that. It was an interesting show. We had our fair share of technical difficulties last night.
I didn't collect Joe's back in 2001, so yes, a Dolphins fan from New York.
Neither did I. Yep, absolutely. So everyone's saying g'day to everyone in the chat. Good fun. Oh, Dusty Toys, are you? Do you follow Dusty Toys?
No, but I will.
Oh.
If you follow.
Yes. So he posted one of his first reviews last night. It was a review of the classified dial tone, which he couldn't wait to get a hold of. So he paid the impatience tax, which I'm thinking about doing as well because dial tone was my first. But yeah, check it out, mate. He's a cool dude. Another Australian G.I. Joe fan.
Dusty Toys.
Yep, Dusty Toys AU. I can show you again if you want. Maybe I'll send you the link after the show, mate.
Okay.
And, you can give him a subscriber. And by the same token, Dusty, if you're not subscribed to Jetman, go ahead and do that. Let's get G.I. Jetman to maybe 40 subscribers by the end of the show. That'd be good.
Yeah.
40?
Sure.
Yeah.
40. I got 36, so
36. Yeah, 4 more subscribers. I'll go and get Mrs. Trickshot to subscribe because I did that for Casey the other day. Mrs. Trickshot would be the only Australian female with a number of G.I. Joe YouTube subscriptions. Dusty says, yeah, follow if you like low-quality content. It wasn't that at all. It was actually he put it together really, really beautifully. So, yeah, go and check him out. What are we talking about today, Jeremiah?
I'm talking about my 20 most wanted classified Joes.
Beautiful. And you have managed to convert me. You and Adam have managed to convert me in the last couple of weeks, I must admit. Because I got this guy. I got this guy the other day. Adam made a gift of him for me. He's very cool. And you went out straight away and ordered 3 of the buggers.
Yeah.
So you're going to build an army, or are you just going to keep
I just get 3 army builders.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I do have like 5. I do have like 5 Vipers. Oh,
beautiful. Nice work. Yeah.
Thank you, Dusty, for subscribing to my channel. It just came up on my phone.
Oh, beautiful. Good work. Thank you, Dusty. My dog just looked at me. My dog's name's Dusty. He's just gone. Kiwi says he hasn't done any 6-inch Joes yet, but he will. So Frag Viper, I was actually very, very happy with.
And that was the cool Viper. I want Frag Viper.
He's on the way, brother.
I know.
And then yesterday I picked up a Xandar. So I will probably review him a little bit later as well. I was going to open him on the show last night, but the boys said, no. Do us a review because we'll watch it. And I said the same thing to you about you and Serpentor because you've made a purchase this week as well.
Yeah.
You've got this I command. You've got him on the way.
Fudgy.
You got Quick Kick on the way as well. You're going to give
Zuka
Quick Kick's Fudgy Bar. But yeah, I said to you, mate, because you were saying, I'm not sure if I should review the Serpentor because everyone else has already done it. It came out ages ago. I said, no. Just do it because your subscribers want to know what you think about it. And I'll certainly watch it, mate. And that's what the boy said to me last night about Xandar. So,
yeah. I just reviewed the Marvel Legends of Justice figure too.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that yet because literally I woke up like 10 minutes before we jumped on this stream. But I will do that. I'll do that afterwards. Phil, all the way from Japan, is here. So,
what's up,
do you watch some of Phil's stuff on YouTube?
Phil's, I think I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah, check out.
I will.
He's a Kiwi living in Japan, and Zazel's recently gone to Japan, so I think they're gonna meet up before Zazel.
I do call him Kiwi.
Why do we call them Kiwis?
Is kiwis a fruit down there in Australia?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
It is.
No, I like
but it's
kiwis.
also you like kiwis. Kiwi fruit is pretty good. So I think kiwi fruit originally from this area, from the sort of South Pacific. But kiwi is also a small bird.
Really?
I think it's an endangered species in New Zealand. It's native to New Zealand. It's only in New Zealand. And Treasures for Trigger, Phil's actually got it in his logo there. So you can see that red spot. It's got a little outline of a little kiwi. So it's a little flightless bird. It's almost like a chicken, maybe smaller than a chicken. I've never seen one in the flesh before. But that's what a kiwi is. And that's why we call them kiwis.
When I saw his name, Trevor's treasures for Trigger,
Yeah.
my mom and dad were Roy Rogers fans, and his horse was Trigger. So that's what.
There you go. I'm not sure where Trigger comes from with Phil. It might have something. I reckon it's his nickname, to be honest. Maybe he can clarify for us. All right, so I reckon we get into it, and I've put together a bit of a slideshow here.
Okay.
And I've got to find it. I haven't done this in a little while, so let's get it going. There we go. G.I. Jetman's top 20
Wow.
classified want list. Are you impressed by that?
Yes.
Just a little something I knocked up a little bit earlier, mate. So these are G.I. Joes that have not been produced and classified as yet that you're keen to see soon.
Yeah. Hopefully.
All right. All right. Were there any criteria that you used
Um,
like these?
No, just my favorite characters that I like, and
Mhm.
some of them I wasn't collecting at the time they came out, but I've seen them on the internet and stuff, and through Toy
Yep.
Tubers. They look
Right.
cool. So I do have some vehicle drivers on the list. So I basically I didn't put the vehicle down, but
Yep.
they come in vehicles. I want the vehicle. So
All right. No worries. Trigger is a family nickname for Phil.
nice.
Yeah. And Wes says that Willie Nelson's guitar was named Trigger. It's like 50 years old, maybe older.
Wow.
Mm.
Interesting.
Phil says Zazel is currently sleeping in his spare room. Well, I disagree because Zazel's awake. There he is. Hello, Zazel. Hope you're
Morning.
enjoying Japan, brother. All right. So,
Domo
without any further,
arigato.
Domo arigato. I can play that sound effect. Do you want to find it? I'll find it. Hang on.
Mr. Roboto.
Here it is. Here it is.
どうもありがとうございました。どうもありがとうございました。どうもありがとうございました。
I turned it off. All right, cool. Fair enough. Zazel says that him and Phil just woke up from having a 1.5 beer bender. Are you a beer drinker?
Me?
Jeremiah? Yeah.
Yeah, I like beer. I mean, I don't drink it a lot now because of my health, but
Yeah, that's fair enough.
yeah.
What was your favorite beer?
Kind of a sissy beer, but I don't like the strong stuff. I like Coors Light and
Yeah. I was having this conversation with Adam yesterday as well.
I like Labatt's.
Adam and I don't like the real strong hoppy beer either. Like,
No,
we stay away from the dark stuff. No,
I had one of those. What are they called? Guinness. I had one of them once. I almost threw up. Almost threw up.
Yeah, I can imagine. So yeah, Adam and I, we're Budweiser fans. We're Coors fans. We like a crisp, clear lager. So, hey man, that's cool. All right. So, anyways, number 20. Without any further ado,
number 20 is Cesspool.
Here he is.
I never had him as a kid because I was out of the line collecting, but he just looked cool. Kind of a cool character to make, like Eco Warriors, I guess. Absolutely. For what I've heard. So I thought it sounded to be cool. And like if that's a scar down his eye, that'd be kind of cool to make and classified.
Yep.
So
it absolutely is a scar. So in the Deep cartoons, Cesspool fell into a vat of nuclear custard, and he blamed G.I. Joe for the disaster when it was in fact Cobra. But
he was in the Deep cartoons.
Yeah, he was in the Deep cartoons.
I haven't watched that whole series, so
yeah. So yeah, he fell into this vat and he was horribly disfigured. And he thought it was G.I. Joe's fault, so he joined Cobra. And so he was a CEO of a chemical company. So it's a pretty cool backstory.
It was kind of like on the toss when I picked number 20 between Cesspool and Headman. I thought Headman would be kind of cool to see in classified, but I went with Cesspool.
So Headman's an honourable mention, and
Yeah.
20 is cesspool. Zazel said that he was just admiring Phil's cesspool figure last night.
Oh.
Don't you have a cesspool, Zazel? You've got to get one. He is a very cool figure. I've got one, and that is actually mine on screen.
Cool.
So usually we do the old, we got our photos today from 3D Joe's or from Yojo, but someone had an interesting idea this week. Someone by the name of GR Jetman, he suggested that I should use my my Instagram photos for the slideshow, which is what it's exactly what I've done. So there is my cesspool. If you want to check out some more of my Instagram work, Ronnie Trickshot. So cesspool, Eco Warrior, number 20. Do you have anything else to say about him?
No, we can go on.
All right. No
Number
worries.
19.
Number 19.
This is kind of an obscure figure, but I like the character from the cartoon, just a different version. But Deep Six version 3, it comes with Finback, his dolphin.
Yeah. And you couldn't believe I actually owned this one.
Yeah, I
But
could.
I do.
Wow. That's bright.
Absolutely. What's going on with his head?
Yeah, what's his head? Is that a green? Is that a mask? Maybe I should put Headman on now. Wow.
You know what he looks like? He looks like a water cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, the head looks like a bottle of water you flip upside down.
Absolutely. Maybe a bottle of water that hasn't been changed in a while because it's green. It's gonna be algae infested.
Yeah.
Zazel wants to know if anyone's got a bigger cobra symbol on their chest than cesspool. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I reckon, cesspool's got. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else. Kiwi says he drinks the same kind of beer as well. And Larry says he's wearing a cookie jar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rakeship said he's got a jug on his head. The Joes must have lost some funding at the time. That's fair. Why do you like him, mate?
I think I like him just because he had a pet. I don't know. I like figures that come with pets, so that's why I like him. I'm on as many pets as I can get. I got Timber, I got Junkyard, I got Raucous, I got Polly, I got Freedom, I got what else do I got? I don't even know. So I got Raptor's bird that sucks.
Fair enough. I, funnily enough, don't have the dolphin. So I've got Deep Six, but I don't have the dolphin.
Yeah.
And
I don't have Nagahide in his boar.
Oh yeah.
I haven't got that one yet.
That's a good one to put on the list. So Deep Six's dolphin, I think, tended to go missing because it looked a bit different to, I suppose, everything else in a box of G.I. Joes. So maybe Mum saw it on the floor and thought, "Oh, that's little sister's dolphin. I'll put it in with the Barbie stuff."
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, the dolphin is very difficult to find, and I don't have the dolphin for the Deep Six. Maybe one day I will, but
maybe if they make classified, they can make the version 2 Deep Six, but with the dolphin.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I could make Deep Six ride that dolphin because it'll be a different my Deep Six because it'll be a different scale. So it'll be like Battle Cat Dolphin.
Yeah.
Larry says he likes the colors, and I actually tend to agree. So there are some crazy, there are some crazy neon colors.
I think in the time when they were making this Joe, they did a lot of fluorescent colors. So
yeah, absolutely. But this one looks quite looks quite conservative compared to some of the Joes that came out at the time. And I think the fluoro pink is used as a highlight more than a centerpiece, so it actually works pretty well.
Yeah.
What Wes says. Wes has confirmed Cesspool's got the biggest Cobra symbol, and Casey's always very nice about things. So Casey's saying here that he definitely stands out. I think is Casey saying, "Oh yuck."
By the way, Casey, thanks for watching the replay of my Talking Baseball stream.
Yeah, Casey's a big Cincinnati Reds fan. So he certainly would have enjoyed that. Yeah. Kiwi says, I like this version of Deep Six. Liquid oxygen.
Yeah.
That's fair. Zazer wants to know, is his helmet full of liquid like in the Abyss? I wonder if it is. Like his head is. His head is.
I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't come off. I don't know. Back then,
it doesn't. It doesn't.
That's weird.
Yeah. I think some kids would have pried it off, maybe with a screwdriver or something. But
yeah, probably.
It definitely doesn't. Maybe his head is being preserved in formaldehyde. He's a walking museum piece.
You never know. You never know what's classified. I was a little upset that the barbecue classified didn't come with an extra head or a helmet that came off his head, because he hardly ever wore the helmet in the cartoon. So
yeah, I know, right? Pork chop sandwiches. Have you seen that cartoon? You need to. I think we've spoken about this before. Pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah,
I think I'll have a look. Casey says your baseball stream was good.
Yeah, thanks.
And Foot 1212 has enjoyed us. Yo, Joe.
Hey there, Foot. Everyone. Yo, Joe.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, Foot. Good to see you. And Zazer says they got the flippers from Barbie as well, which is probably all right. You got something else to say about Deep Six, or you done?
No, I'm good. No,
right.
Number 18 is the Hydro Viper.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, another one with a pet. I forgot he had a devil ray.
Yeah, I'm not sure the way I've posed him makes him look like a pet. I'm not sure that Stingray would be happy about being dragged around by the tail.
But this was really. I had this one as a kid, and he was a really cool Viper. I thought he was cool looking. Even without his mask on, he was cool looking, and it'd be really cool to see him. I mean, I'm sure they'll make him because he's the Viper, but
yeah.
I'm guessing he's going to be out of stock real quick.
Absolutely. I reckon he'd come with obviously most of these classified figures come with spare hands, but I'd like to see a couple of spare hands where rather than just one of those webbed hands, he has both.
Yeah.
You can put both hands.
Yeah, a couple.
Be really cool.
No,
yeah.
I don't have fingers, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, bit of yeah, okay. All right. No. I don't know what to say. Mate. I'm sorry that you don't have fingers.
No, I actually, I might soon. I've been talking to my doctor about getting prosthetics.
Really? How cool is that? So on one hand, you've got a thumb and a little finger. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna get the ones in the middle, and then on the other hand, have you got the same?
Just my thumb.
Just your thumb on the other hand. Yeah.
But they're not all the way down. But
yeah. So prosthetics. Do you know what they're made
my
of?
insurance covers it.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say things like that. But maybe what do you know what they'll be made of? How do they work?
I have no idea.
You don't know. All right. Well, I will watch that with interest, mate. That's certainly sounds very interesting. Oh, look who's jumped in here, mate. You'll never believe who's in here. Yeehaw!
Yeah, yeehaw!
I've got the yeehaw here somewhere. I'll see if I can play it. Because this is where it all started with me.
Yeehaw!
I'm not surprised.
Yeehaw! So welcome aboard, Eric. Glad that you can join us.
Eric.
I reckon he was meant to be at he was meant to be out racing this morning, so it's good to see him. Larry says fish viper. Phil's Hydra Viper was defeated by a fatal fluffy named Gaz. Oh, interesting. Shout out to Gaz if you're watching this on the replay, mate. Gaz loves a Hydra Viper. Good times. Everyone's saying hello to Hillbilly. They love him.
Yeah.
They love him. Like, the big man's on campus.
Yeah.
Papa Bear. Good times. So yeah, Hydra Viper. I love Hydra Viper.
Yeah. I think this is one of my favorite Vipers.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like Frag Viper a little better now too. I never had a Frag Viper, so
Oh, mate, I love him as well. There he is. Do you reckon they could make Hydra Viper a cyborg, like they made Frag Viper a cyborg?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. You're
But
not
when
a
I get
fan
my
of-
frag vipers, I'm not taking the
Yep.
mask off, so
No,
I don't
not
really like
taking
the face off. I don't like the face on it.
Yeah, you told me that yesterday. Not a fan of the cyborg, and I think I said this in my video. There's a whole bunch of things on that classified figure that I could live without because I'm attached to the original. But now that I've got it in hand, I don't mind it. So
Flag viper, I call it a lacrosse stick. It looks like a lacrosse stick that he has.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. That's very fair.
Oh, I don't know. Do you know lacrosse down there?
Yeah, we do have lacrosse. It's one of those sports that rich people play in Australia.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Because I know you know baseball.
I'm a
You
cricketer.
got cricket. You got cricket, right?
Absolutely. I got a cricket bat sitting right here.
Are you guys down in Australia? Is your soccer named football? Like,
no, we call it soccer as well. So
Oh.
I think, the US and Australia are probably the two main places in the world where it's called soccer.
yeah.
Because we have our own kind of football, as you guys do as well.
Right, yeah. I like your football too.
Yeah. Foot says he loved the Frag Viper head when he saw the review. So there's a fan of the head. Hillbilly says the helmet should actually be the face.
Yeah.
So he agrees.
I agree, Eric.
Yeah, he agrees with you. And Zazel loves the sport talk. I don't think Zazel's a very sporty human, which is fine.
Right.
Yep. All right, number 17, brother.
Number 17. This is kind of, I don't know. I think I've heard people in chat, they don't like this one, but I think it was Iron Grenadier. His number 17 is Annihilator.
Ooh,
I want to say yes, that's the one I thought. The one with the little helicopter. I love that. I had it as a kid. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely get like more than one. Like army build.
Absolutely.
I like the Iron Grenadiers.
Yeah. Iron Grenadier is cool.
I got my own little display in my apartment with the Iron Grenadiers with my Pip Daddy Destro for now, but my regular Baroness.
Yeah. So this would have to be a deluxe figure, obviously, because it's going to be supplied with a.
You think?
Yeah, he's got a little helicopter.
Oh yeah, the helicopter would be bigger and classified. Yeah, you're probably right.
I think like even in this, go on.
Like the snow serpents with the wolf head.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I hated. I couldn't keep it. I couldn't get it to stay on my snow serpent, but that's another story.
Oh, that's fair enough. So the 3 3/4 version, I don't think the helicopter's even big enough for the 3 3/4 version, but they're toys, so so they don't have to be scientifically, physically, chemically correct, I suppose.
I know. In the 25th anniversary GI Joes they came out with, they made a match tracker from Mask with the same kind of helicopter. I don't know if you have that or if they're not. Well, they're not O-ring, so.
Yeah, I'm not a Mask fan. My brother had Mask when we were kids.
Yeah.
But nothing.
If those new masks were 6-inch, I'd get them, but they're not 6-inch. So someone said it'd be too big for the vehicles.
Yep. Casey says we're entertaining him.
Thanks.
Thank you, Casey. Some of these might appear a little bit obscure, but the fact is there's already been 150 odd classified characters come out.
Yeah,
thereabouts. So yeah, we're not talking core characters anymore. I
didn't realize on my list I have so many from the D cartoon. And I know a lot of people don't like that one, but
mate, I love the D cartoons. That's my sweet spot. Everyone else loves early 80s.
Yeah,
I'm all about late.
I like them all. I like them all.
Yeah, me too. So
they're on. It's on. I don't know if you have Tubi, the streaming service, but it's on there. So.
Yep. I've got Tubi and I've got YouTube as well. You can watch them live on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But just
Rexship agrees. Rexship agrees. He says Hasbro wouldn't think twice about making this one a deluxe.
Yeah, you're right. Rexship.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that helicopter would be really big. So.
Yeah. And Casey says it's great. Dig deep, which is exactly what Jeremiah has done. We've got a few more crackers to come on this list. Eric says he's never seen the Dig series. What are you doing, brother?
What are you doing, Eric? Operation Dragonfly.
Oh, yeah.
With the Slaughter Marauders.
I'm trying to think what my favorite Dig episode is. There's there's a Dig episode where Pathfinder fights off a whole bunch of vipers by throwing hot pies at them out of a bakery.
Yeah.
I have to go and figure out which
I think Metalhead's in that too.
Yes, yeah. Bang, bang. I'll have to go and find that out.
Operation Dragonfly is Battle Armor Commander turns Serpentor into a lizard or something. I think that's where they got the one that comes with him. Battle Armor Commander comes with a little Serpentor.
Absolutely. So I reckon that was the brainchild of Buzz Dixon, and I've actually met Buzz Dixon online on YouTube. So Buzz Dixon was the writer, and I'm friends with Buzz Dixon on Facebook as well, which is
really
pretty cool. So yeah, Buzz Dixon wrote that before the Dig series sort of declined in quality somewhat, and Buzz stopped working on it. So yeah, Operation Dragonfly is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just go to the chat, mate. Eric says this guy could have come with the Fang.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Like, how would the propeller blades interact?
I think they'll probably do another female gray officer with the Fang if we get one.
Yeah.
I'm really looking. Yeah, I'm really looking for the Offstriker.
Yeah. Yeah. More vehicles in classified. Bring them on. Joe Hunter says he's coming around on the Annihilator.
Yeah.
Cool. Wreckship has confirmed there's 190 by the end of 2025.
Wow.
Yep. Zazel has confirmed that the Sarge takes one of these guys down midair in Operation Dragonfire.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. Kiwi says, I always imagined that a helicopter would power boats too when he was a kid. And Hillbilly can't help himself. I'm trying, Eric. I'm trying. All right. For what it's worth, I really like that figure, mate. The color combination is very cool.
I'm pretty sure it's Iron Grenadier, but I'm not. I could be wrong.
I think you're right, mate. There's those gold accents on it.
Yeah.
No, he's pretty cool. Should we go to number 16?
Number 16 is actually another Joe is a Blizzard.
There he is.
Yeah, he was cool. He was like the new snow job, which I love. So he had a cool helmet, a cool hat, or whatever, and he had a funky gun, but I guess that's okay. And he had like really cool like snowshoes.
Yeah,
and I think his backpack you can ride it like a sled, but I'm not sure because if you look on the backpack, he's got handles on it.
Yep,
but I could be wrong.
No, that is
someone
correct.
Else knows.
No, that is correct. I've got him. So obviously that's my figure.
Yeah.
You take the snowshoes off and you can plug the skis into the backpack and it becomes a sled.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, lots of it. I think good thing about Blizzard is those accessories, man. So I think I didn't display him there with another rifle that he had, which is a rifle wrapped in white cloth or something. It's pretty cool. Kiwi says he's got a few Annihilators, I reckon. That's what he means. Casey agrees. They need a few more Snow Joes.
Yes. Yes.
So who's coming out and classified that as a snow serpent?
Snow serpent. It's Snow Job.
Snow Job. Was there anyone else?
No.
Is that it?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, they do need more.
We don't have the polar battle bear yet either.
No.
I bought. Can people see me? I bought this gun on Etsy.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I think it was Mark II Toys, and it's Snow Job's gun, and it's the one from the cartoon. So I got like 6 or 7 of them. So I replaced a lot of them with them. Oh, here we go. So I really like that gun.
Oh, beautiful.
So.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I had Zazel's comment up. There it is. Zazel's being crass. He's popular with the boys with those handles. That's disgusting. Rexship has confirmed Snowjob definitely needs someone else to hang out with on missions.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get a Snowcat and Frostbite and
Yeah.
Iceberg.
Him and
I love it.
him and
I won't say much, but
no, that's fine. Him and Casey.
Arctic bat.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
I don't have one. I didn't like the Arctic bat. I don't have one. So
Yeah.
I have a couple of Python Patrol bats and regular bats, and I want to get a couple Iron Grenadier bats, but that's all the bats I'm getting.
No, fair enough. Kiwi likes how white my Blizzard is. Thank you, Kiwi. I did pick up.
It was funny when I was a kid, because of the G.I. Joe movie. When I was a kid, I used to make like Joe's brothers or brother and sisters, and I made this guy Blizzard General Hawk's brother.
Oh yeah, I can actually see the resemblance now that you've pointed that out. It's fair enough. All right, should we look at number 15?
Number 15 is another one from the D cartoon, Ambush.
There he is.
I thought he was cool. I never had him, but I thought it was cool, and I thought it was cool that he had a net to go over him. I think this is the one he had a net, like what are those king snipers use that hide? I can't think of the name of them. Bees Battleground. Is Bees Battlegrounds in the chat?
Hillbilly will tell us he likes shooting things.
Okay.
But yeah, my figure is missing the net. So that photograph there I took without the net because I don't have the net. But I've got all of the tent poles. I've got the backpack. I've got the two weapons.
It was cool because I was thinking about his net because on Gridiron Studios they have a loadout for Dusty, and they have the net to go over him, and it's rolled up inside the backpack. So it's kind of cool. Of course, it was sold out, but
yeah. Best thing about Ambush, as far as I'm concerned, is the mutton chops, the sideburns and the mustache.
Is that an Australian thing? That mustache?
I don't know. Not sure. I don't think so. I think that camo is sort of, it's almost like giraffe print. So I sort of think as Ambush as being more, African of some descent. Maybe from Zimbabwe or South Africa.
I know my Wakanda figure. I love his mustache because this is now Casey will get this reference because of baseball, but he reminds me of Rolly Fingers, the pitcher. He's in the Hall of Fame for baseball. He played for the Aids, so
I'll have to look him up after this.
Casey, I know the reference.
Yeah. Casey says maybe he's going to shave like that for Joe Fest.
Yeah.
And he agrees. He does look like the baseballer that you mentioned. Joe Hunter says he loves his mutton chops, and so does Rexship.
He would be a cool figure. I'm thinking they might eventually make this guy. I don't know, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Hillbilly. I don't know if he is a sniper, but you still haven't told us what the tent is called. What is the tent that the small tent that you use for hunting called? Come on,
and the snipers using the hide. Ghillie suit.
Yeah, a ghillie suit.
Ghillie
yes,
suit.
Yeah.
I think the action. I think the 60th anniversary sniper came with one. I didn't get that one, but because he was he wasn't a famous Joe, but
yeah.
I do like the new firefighter they're making. So.
Yeah. Zazel wants to see it in a 2-pack with a female range viper.
Okay. Interesting.
Casey
I don't
says
have any range vipers. A tent.
Casey says. I think he's joking.
Because
Eric said it's called a blind.
A blind. Okay. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah. Foot says
yeehaw!
Foot says he's rad. Kiwi says the camo on Ambush is amazing. I agree. Yeah. I definitely agree. It's like a giraffe sort of. Yeah. Zazel said he picked up this fella, so my son had a travel Joe to take to Joe Fest. We're going to try and complete him. Good work.
Okay, nice.
Yep, that'd be nice.
I fortunately can't go to Joe Fest. Sorry, I can't afford it.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one. I'm on the other side of the world, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anyone has yet to make a good 112 scale ghillie suit yet, says Rexship.
Yeah.
Yep. Phil wants to have a beer with him, which is
Yeah.
funny. All right. Yeah,
All
ambush. Totally agreed. Number 14.
Number 14, and this is one people a lot because I want it just as well as Thrasher coming with the Thunder Machine.
There he is.
Yeah, and his lacrosse stick.
Yep.
Yeah. This is. I mean, I love the Dreadnoks, but this is one of my favorites. Him and Ripper. This guy's got to get made with a Thunder Machine. I mean, they made a Thunder Machine Transformer. Why can't they do a classified?
Yep.
No, I don't. I think it's just inevitable. And it doesn't have to be a HasLab either. It can be like the Vamp. I mean, I was lucky enough to get the Vamp, but yeah, there it is. Is that the Transformer?
Yeah, it is. I'll just solo myself.
Oh,
There it is
okay.
there. So
Is that the original?
no, that's the Transformer
Okay.
version. I'm not a big vehicle collector, but
Okay.
this was on the shelf in Australia, and I always say if I see something on the shelf, I'll support it. So
I saw the box when you did one of your reviews.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. I use it as a backdrop. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I've never transformed it back to the Transformer.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I hate Transformers. When I was a kid, I did, but now I don't. The movies screwed that up.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Thrasher's got to get made. I mean, we got almost every Dreadnought that I know. So, I mean, I don't have Xandar. I don't even have Zartan, but
yeah,
we got to have Thrasher.
I've always thought
Monkey Wrench, so it's just inevitable. I think.
Indeed.
We'll see on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, is there a stream on Wednesday?
Yo Joe June, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can watch it live, but we'll see.
Yeah, no worries. Thrasher has always reminded me of Maxwell Sheffield from the Nanny TV show.
Yeah, I can see that. I think he's English too, isn't he? Or are Dreadnoks English or Australian?
A bit of both. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Some are English, some are Australian. I don't know what the Thrasher is. I think Thrasher was like I remember reading his file card. Like he was from a rich family and he totally rebelled or something like that. So
yeah.
maybe
you know what I wish. You know what I wish they'd make is like a 1/12 scale 6-pack of grape soda.
Yep.
Because they used to drink that.
I'm sure you could probably find something like that in a toy shop somewhere. Yeah, there's lots of little bits and pieces you can.
Well, see, I also just purchased a 3D printer. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
On Amazon.
Good work.
Let's see.
Look forward to seeing you put that to good use, mate.
Yeah.
That'll be very cool. Zazel says the best Dreadnoks are Aussie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. Foot agrees with you, mate.
Yeah, he would be.
Yep.
I don't know a lot of the newer ones. Like they're talking about Burnout and Zanya. I don't know them. I was out of the line then. But
yeah. Were we talking sport again? I can't remember. Yeah, we mentioned lacrosse.
Lacrosse stick. I know.
Sorry. Joepedia says that Thrasher is Belgian.
Really? Okay. Joepedia. What the hell is that? Is that like Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Look who's here, mate.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Ken. Thanks for joining us, Ken. Good work yesterday with all of the streaming you did. Delta 17. You've converted Jetman.
Yeah, I might get a couple. I like those figures.
Yeah. Very cool. Thanks so much for joining us, Ken. I know you're a busy man. Good to see you, brother. Should we talk about number 13?
Number 13 is
Yep.
one of my favorites when I was a kid, and we need another machine gunner, but Repeater.
There he is.
I love the way he held this gun, like connected. It was like actually connected to the toy. I don't know. You could only display him one way, but it was really. I think it'd be a cool addition to the classified the way if they did it right.
Absolutely.
And I don't want no Tiger Force or whatever force, but I just want the regular one. That's why I wait for Wakando and Bazooka. I don't get any Tiger Force.
Yeah.
All I did was I bought the Tiger Force Outback head, put it on the original body because I thought it looks really cool.
Yeah. The camo on this guy is elite.
It's weird. It's like
Yeah.
It's like a weird it looks like Tetris on his the game Tetris.
It does.
But I think in that back when they started that line, they started doing that with everybody.
Yeah.
There's a couple other ones like that too.
Yeah. Recoil's another one, I reckon.
Yeah, Recoil. He was cool. I liked him.
Yeah, Recoil's pretty cool.
He didn't make my list, but
I actually, when I was putting this together, I saw Recoil on my Instagram feed and almost grabbed that photo out. So that's Recoil, not Repeater. I always get them mixed up. But yeah, maybe a 2-pack, classified 2-pack with Recoil and Repeater.
Of course, cool. Recoil's glasses will be removable because they are. I have all my glasses on my figure. The Dreadnoks, Wild Bill.
Yeah. The Pimp Daddy Destro, are you going to glue the glasses on him or?
Yep.
Not worry.
The only ones I didn't have to was Sergeant Slaughter.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm not looking forward to Doc.
Oh. Yeah. Fidgy bits, eh? They drove us nuts in the original line and still driving us nuts 40 years later.
Who said that?
What's that?
Who said that?
Who said what?
Oh, I don't know.
So the little bits, like lift tickets, microphone, and all the little bits, they drove us nuts in the 80s, and G.I. Joe's still coming out with little bits 40 years later, still driving us nuts.
Like the thing on Grunt's chest that broke off, and I want that breaker. Yeah. He has the same thing. Yeah. Which I'll never probably get. But then again, I got Sprinter now, so maybe I will.
Fair enough. Casey agrees. Says definitely one of the most underrated Joes.
Yeah.
Zazel says Repeater was basically the face of G.I. Joe when he came out. It's a shame he hasn't got a classified figure yet.
Yeah.
Repeater's getting lots.
I'm trying to think of that line. Who else came out in that line? Did he come out in the Lieutenant Falcon line, or I know he wasn't in the movie, or was it the year after with Hardball and Shockwave? I can't remember now.
I can't remember what year he was either. Maybe someone in the chat can tell us. Yeah. Kiwi wonders whether a Night Force version of Repeater would be good.
Night Force would be okay. I like Night Force, so I do have some Night Force, and it's the only one I like.
I do like the camo on the original though, Kiwi. So
yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. Someone please tell us what year is Repeater. That'd be great.
Thanks.
All right. So number 12.
Number 12 is one I never had when I was a kid because it was the It was the first line they came out with, and I stopped collecting. And it's Salvo.
There he is.
I think he was in Deke too.
He was a Deke character.
Yeah, but he looked really. I loved his weapon. I don't know. I like guys with machine gunners like Roadblock and Heavy Duty, and this guy is just he got a big bald head and. I can't remember what's the right of might. Is that what it says?
The right of might. It says the right of might.
I just thought he was a cool figure.
Thanks to Jono and Ken, they've confirmed that Repeater was 1988. Okay. Yep.
Thanks, Ken. Whoever.
So Salvo was the third G.I. Joe I got when I was a kid.
Yeah. And
I remember playing with him at a McDonald's birthday party. So the McDonald's around from my house had an old train carriage that they converted into a party room. And I remember being in there and playing with my Salvo G.I. Joe figure while all the other kids were on the playground. So there you go.
He reminds me of that. I don't know if people know the actor, but his name was Michael Chiklis. Actor Michael
Oh,
Chiklis.
yeah.
He reminds me
Yep.
of this guy.
Yeah. From he's a guy from NYPD Blue. Is that him?
No, that's Dennis Franz. He was in like
Okay.
The Commish, and he played the Thing in one of the Fantastic Four movies.
Oh yeah. I know the guy.
Actually, he was a good thing. So
Hillbilly Grease says he's a great figure.
Yeah, Eric, it is. I like him.
Rexship wants to know what that gun is. I think they're mines. Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the other one that he carries on his back. I thought it was.
Yeah, the missile launch is very cool.
Yeah,
but I reckon the one that he's holding here is I think it's a machine gun with mines.
With mines in it.
Underslung. Yeah.
You know, he could be a Tripwire's fan.
Yeah.
There's another character I didn't make my list was Backblast, but he says he's something like a similar rocket launcher.
Absolutely. We can't talk about Backblast with Larry around either, because it'll result in numerous skid mark jokes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Zazel says Salvo could rip the top off a keg of a beer and down it without taking a breath. I do agree with that.
I can see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Peter Moline has joined us.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter. Peter also remembers buying him as a kid. He was so stoked for all those weapons.
Yeah.
He came with so much stuff.
I can't wait for my heavy duty. I got it pre-ordered. I can't wait to get heavy duty.
Yeah.
I'm like so impatient with some things.
Let me just mute, mate. I'm gonna blow my schnoz. I've been
All
sick
right.
this week.
Go ahead. Blow away. Hello. Bloop.
Are you making sound effects for my nose blowing?
No, I'm just. We don't want any dark air in here.
Yep.
Dead air.
Eric's brought up Foster's again. Old habits die hard.
Oh boy.
Yep. Yojo lists it as a mine launcher.
Australian for beer.
Foster's is Australian for shit, mate.
Yojo is a mine launcher. Oh, a mine launcher. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's actually cool.
Kiwi says it's an outstanding figure. Eric says he could hear me blow his nose from across the pond. And Casey's laughing at him. Zazen says, "What's that?" Yeah, none of us like Foster's. All right, moving right along.
We're on number 11, and this is one of the original Short Fuse. I love Short Fuse.
He's beautiful.
The only time he was ever in the cartoon was the first miniseries with the Master Vice, and him and Steeler and Clutch made a satellite to go up and stop Cobra, but it didn't work. But yeah, I love Short Fuse, and I love his mortar. He'd be real. I don't know why they haven't made more original 13s. We are getting Colonel Hawk, but I never had Colonel Hawk. I got General Hawk. I like General Hawk. So
yeah. I absolutely agree. I'd love to see a Steeler as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Some people say the Mobat would be the HasLab. I don't know. I don't guess things like that. You know.
Imagine if that Mobat was motorized.
Yeah, that would be a lot of money. And I'd like to fund this one, but
now Short Fuse is a very cool figure.
I
reckon. Yeah, they need to make more of those OG13s. I'd like to see a flash as well.
A Flash, a Zap. I like Zap. You know,
Zap. Yep.
Well, Steeler they haven't made, and Short Fuse, and I don't know.
Yeah. Eric says he's a truly great figure.
Yeah.
And Casey says they certainly have to make him.
Yeah.
Wes says he was his first G.I. Joe, the one that started it all for him.
I wonder if when you get Colonel Hawk, I wonder if you can make him Short Fuse if you have General Hawk. I don't know. Yeah. You probably could. I don't.
Absolutely.
What was that? What was the one? Oh, Grand Slam. He's one too.
Grand Slam, yeah. So it's like Flash, but with the silver patch.
Yeah, silver. Yep. He came with think he came with a vehicle or a gun or something.
It was I think a jetpack, like
Jetpack.
a
Jetpack.
launch pad.
That would be cool.
Pad. Yeah. Zazel says Short Fuse is coincidentally the same name he gives his wife.
Okay.
Hello to Mrs. Phoenix, if you're
Yeah.
watching.
Hello.
Funny stuff. Yeah, Short Fuse. Definitely agree.
Yeah, Short Fuse. Yeah,
He's very
original.
cool. Should we look at number 10?
Number 10 is Airtight.
Oh, there he is.
I know a lot of people don't like Airtight because he's a chemical guy, but I liked Airtight. I thought he was a cool figure. He was cool in the cartoon, and we got a firefighter on Joe. Why can't we have this guy? Movable helmet, please, Hasbro. Movable helmet. But and I was looking once on the internet, and I think it was his 50th anniversary. Airtight, which was a really cool figure too. It looked really cool in that one.
Yeah. Eric's going to check out. Thanks for joining us, Eric. We'll see you next time.
See you later, Eric. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Casey says it's very cool. Arby from Figure Fight Club has joined
What's up,
us.
dude? Figure Fight Club.
Hello, mate. Thank you for dropping.
Thanks for
by.
coming on.
Kiwi says he had a Short Fuse as well when he was a kid.
Yeah. But yeah, Airtight. I liked Airtight. I remember him in the cartoon the one episode, the Germ, and he would threw this rocket into the Germ to kill it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked Airtight. I like his coloring too. I like the color of his suit. Green and yellow.
Absolutely.
He can't kind of be like Cesspool's enemy. Ego, kind of an ego warrior thing.
Indeed. Yeah. He was an eco warrior before eco warriors were a thing. Rexship says, next up on Whose Line Is It Anyway? A code name you can give your Joe figure, but not your wife.
Okay.
It's disgusting. Rexship, I need to send you a link to the show that Adam and I did with Punk, and we went through the whole list of G.I. Joe code names and discussed whether those code names could be used as double entendres. It was quite funny. It was 4 a.m. in the morning. It was real funny. So check it out. Arby wants to know how we're going. Well, I'm sick as a dog.
I'm all right.
Yeah, Jeremiah's all right. He's
cold here in Western New York.
Yeah. Skidmark answers the chat. Yep, you can't call your wife Skidmark.
No. You'd be sleeping on the couch, I think, Zale. Right.
I'm all right.
Number 9.
Yeah, let's do it.
Number 9 is another Dreadnought. I love this. I love the Zanzibar, and he better come with his skiff, so it better be a deluxe.
There he is.
And you better give him real hair. Not plastic hair. I mean, not real hair, but you know what I mean.
You want the implanted stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real hair would be gross. But yeah,
he's pretty cool.
He looks like a pirate. You gotta have Zanzibar as a dread.
Absolutely.
He does very cool, and his air skiff was so cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was in the Deke cartoon or not. I don't know.
I can't remember. Not sure. I know he's on a few iconic covers from the comic book line.
Yeah.
I can think of one in particular. I think it's in the 50s, where it's Zanzibar on his air skiff.
I kind of wish I collected the Joe comic book when I was a kid, like the Marvel produced. I wish I did, because I guess it was a lot different than the cartoon. Because
it was.
I loved the cartoon, but some of the characters, Snake Eyes was done so dirty in that cartoon that and they didn't make him no Storm Shadow. But back to Zanzibar, he was just, I loved Zanzibar. I mean, he would just be a cool addition to Classified. If they made him right, and did a deluxe with the skiff. I mean,
absolutely.
I think Naugahyde was a deluxe, wasn't he, with his pets? I can't remember, but
sure. I don't know. I'm not a classified expert. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. But
Hey, look, Nate's here. Hello, Nate. Thanks for joining us, brother.
Hello, Nate.
Yeah, good to see you. And everyone's saying g'day to Nate. It's like Hillbilly just walked in. Everyone loves Nate. Yeah,
But yeah,
everyone's-
Zanzibar is really cool.
yeah. Zazel reckons the Dreadnoks are starting to get a bit silly. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think Zanzibar's probably the last of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't remember after Zanzibar. I think Zanzibar was my last Dreadnought.
Yeah.
I don't remember Burnout and these ones and the people are customizing.
He has corrected himself there because Dreadnoks were always really serious. They weren't.
They weren't.
Absolutely, they weren't.
The original 3 were kind of dumb.
I think they certainly
Funny.
add a little bit of color to the G.I. Joe ecosystem. Comic relief, 100%.
Yeah.
Can't all be serious. So yeah, I love the Dreadnoks, man. I've got a Dreadnought t-shirt. I've got a Dreadnoks t-shirt over there.
Oh wow!
I haven't worn it yet because I'm
better
glad
be Xandar.
No, it's just the logo.
Oh.
Yeah. I've got Ronnie Trickshot t-shirts with Xandar on them. So I've probably got to get one your way, mate. I'm going to send one over to you. Norgahide was a Dreadnought.
Yes. Oh, Naugahyde. Yeah, he was after Zamba. I'm sorry. I had Naugahyde. So.
And version 2 road pig, the orange road pig.
Oh yeah, I didn't have that one. I had the original, but
yeah. All right.
All right. Number 8 is Astro Viper.
Ooh,
now this Viper was cool. I mean, this guy was cooler than a Hydro Viper, I think. I mean, he might be a deluxe too, like Annihilator, but he was cool. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not talking about Shadow Viper. I'm talking about Astro Viper.
Did you see me get him out? Oh, there he is. We were talking about him last night. So the 2001 repaint is Shadow Viper, which I've got.
I love this jetpack. I thought this would be a cool deluxe and a really cool army builder.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Can you imagine a whole horde of them in your cabinet or on top of your cabinet?
Oh yeah,
or hanging from the roof, maybe with a few Annihilators.
Yep,
be pretty cool. Larry says he's got 2 Atari joysticks. Did you have an Atari?
They do.
Did you have an Atari when you were a kid?
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did I? No, I didn't. My first game system was a Nintendo.
Nintendo, yeah. I had a Commodore 64.
After Nintendo, I had one. I remember I had Nintendo. I had Sega Genesis. I had PlayStations. I had Xboxes, and I have an Xbox now, but I don't play it anymore.
No,
I'm into collecting now, so
yeah. So my Commodore 64, I reckon, came with a joystick, and I used to get upset because my dad would hog the Commodore 64 playing Q*bert. Do you remember Q*bert?
I remember Q*bert.
Yeah.
The thing is, back to sports. I'm sorry, Zazel, but all I played was Madden on my game systems. Is Madden football, so that's all I played.
Yeah.
I'm not good at like Call of Duty and all those games. I don't play those. Just Madden, and I got sick of Madden. So
that's fair enough. As the Dolphins. Always plays the Dolphins?
No, any team.
Any team, fair enough. Kiwi says he's making a Macho Man custom for his mum's birthday. Are you making a G.I. Joe for your mum, Kiwi? Is that how you...
Cool.
Right.
Roddy Piper was a Cobra, wasn't he?
I'm not sure.
Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
Someone said he was part of the Iron Grenadiers or something.
Oh, okay. That's news to me, that. Maybe someone can confirm in the chat. 1212 says
Ken or somebody can confirm that.
Dig Doug Champion.
Hey, do you guys when you go to Joe Fest, do you actually meet Sergeant Slaughter? Have you? I know.
Yeah.
I've never been, so I
So Zazel actually stayed at Sergeant Slaughter's house.
Wow.
So maybe afterwards, Zazel, if you're still around and you've got Jeremiah on Facebook, maybe send him a link to a video on your channel explaining what your Joe Fest experience was like.
That's cool.
I've got to warn you though, Jetman. Zazel had explosive diarrhea on his first trip to Joe Fest because he ate a bad Slim Jim.
I've been there when I was a kid.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe Zazel can shoot you a message afterwards, and you can hear about his Joe Fest experience, which is a very good one because he went to Sergeant Slaughter's house, and Sergeant Slaughter showed Zazel around his garage or something like that. Had all his Slaughter memorabilia in there, and and Sergeant Slaughter was just like, "Oh, do you want this? You can have this. Do you want this? You can have this." Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. It's a cracking story. So you have to check it out. Rowdy Roddy Piper was a convention exclusive.
Oh,
so yes, he was technically in G.I. Joe. Peter Molina's also confirmed that. Jay Astro has joined us. Hello, Jay Astro.
Hello, Jay Astro. I remember when I was a kid, I had the official handbook, like comic book of the G.I. Joe.
Yep.
And they had a thing in the back saying that we apologize, but Rocky Balboa never will be or never has been a member of G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I'd love to see Rocky Balboa in G.I. Joe.
Yeah. So I think that note's in one of the Order of Battle comics, which I've got down there.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I'll have to show you. Rexship 85 says he's walked past Sergeant Slaughter's table, but never got to meet him. Just felt like it would be too awkward. Oh,
fair enough.
Maybe this year, Jono.
Maybe this year.
Yeah.
All right. Number 7.
Casey's met him. Says Sergeant's
Casey's
amazing.
met him. Cool.
Yeah. And Zazel said it's true. He was a walking skid mark. Number 7, mate.
Number 7 now is probably one we're gonna get announced on Wednesday, but I still put him on the list, and that's Sci-Fi.
Ooh, there he is.
I like Sci-Fi.
The original non-neon Joe.
Yeah. Well, this is a cool neon. This one, I thought he was cool. And Hasbro, another removable helmet, please.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we ever saw him without the helmet on in the cartoon, though, did we?
Once in an episode.
Yeah.
It was kind of a weird episode where 3 Joes grew really old in one of Dr. Mindbender's inventions, and 3 of them went into a sauna and got really young. Lady J was in it. They became kids. And I think his helmet was off then.
Okay.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. I think he was one of the old people with mainframe.
Let's go look at
Flint.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jono says that Sci-Fi has been in the leaked listings for a little while.
Yeah.
So he reckons it'll be announced this week.
Yeah.
With Night Viper and a couple of others. Do you know what the other 2 are?
Well, Budo must be one of them, right?
Oh yeah, we've seen some renders kicking around for that one during the week. Night Viper should be cool. That's a cool figure.
Night Viper was cool.
Yeah.
I should have put him on my list, but I knew he was coming. So
yeah. And Zays was mentioning some real RoboCop.
But I can see it. I can see it with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Were there other versions of Sci-Fi? I don't know.
Yes, there was, and those other versions came with a removable helmet. So
I know. I saw the 50th anniversary one. It looked like this one, but like it was really cooler.
Yeah. So the other versions, I think one of them was a white version that came with a vehicle. It was like a like a rocket ship, and then another one was a carded figure that was a black and grey version. But the sculpts were the same. The head had a very distinctive face to it. I've probably got one within reach because I got one in an eBay lot a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to send it to Kiwi because he needs one. So that's the white version.
Cool.
Yeah. Rexship says the other 2 aren't leaked yet. Budo will be a separate deluxe release, not part of that wave.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. And the boys are still talking about doing a robot custom.
Okay,
Foot
yeah,
has done one, apparently. Show
I'm
us
not a
Foot.
RoboCop fan, but yeah, I could see that.
All right, we're getting to the pointy end here, mate.
Yeah, we're going number 6, and
Yep.
number 6 is Lifeline. But I have a story to tell about Lifeline, and people will probably hate me or dislike it. But the
No one could
Lifeline
ever do that.
I want the pacifist Lifeline from the cartoon. Don't give
Yep.
him any weapons or guns or knives. He was a pacifist. He didn't believe in guns. I
Yep.
think that would be fine in G.I. Joe. I mean, then we can have a fight between him and Beachhead because I hate Beachhead. But no weapons for Lifeline. Just give him a stretcher and his medical box. I think it'd be fun if you give him no weapons, but give him removable glasses. I don't care, but
Yep.
no
That's
weapons. He's a pacifist.
That's fair enough, mate.
Doc, if you look at Doc hardly has any weapons himself. All he has is
it's like a mortar or a flare gun or something.
No, not the classified one. He comes with a flare gun.
Yeah,
that's all he comes with. Is a flare gun.
Yep, absolutely.
But
yeah,
that's just my opinion. I mean,
mate, I think lots of people would share that opinion. Lifeline's thing was he was a pacifist.
Yeah.
Remember
the quote from the movie? Pacifist and G.I. Joe. Those are disgrace. Okay, Beachhead, whatever.
Apparently, he was an Aikido master, so he knew some martial arts. Interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
I would love to see a Lifeline as well.
Yeah, we'll probably get one.
I've got both versions. I've got the original version and the Kellogg's Mail Away version in my collection.
I think he was Tiger Force once too.
Oh, I've got the Tiger Force one as well, and I've got the '90s one. The '90s one's actually on my shelf here. So yeah, I
had the Lifeline that came with a stretcher. I think it was 50th anniversary. I bought it. It broke, but I had it for a while.
Yeah. Zazel says, imagine if he came with a box of cornflakes. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. And Jono has confirmed Doc came with a taser and a flare gun. Fair enough. All right. You ready to go to top 5, mate?
Top 5.
Yeah, here we go.
Number 5 is
serious now. Shoot.
Sorry, Zazel, another sports reference, but Captain Gridiron.
There he
I
is.
never had him, but I loved him when I saw him on the back of a card. And I said, that is going to be a cool figure, and I think he'd be great in classified. And I know he's from the D cartoon, but still, being a football fan, I just think, he's got football grenades, for Christ's sake. Come on, that'd be so cool to see him on a classified figure.
Yep, it's pretty cool. I would actually enjoy seeing Captain Gridiron in classified because there's no chance
you have him.
I've got him, yeah, but there's no chance that the classified figure's crutch would break.
Yeah,
Captain Gridiron's one of those figures from the original run where every time you see him, the crutch is broken for some strange unknown reason. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm told the best way to fix him is to get backstop. The figure backstop.
Yeah.
The same color pants. Get the crutch from backstop. Put it on Captain Gridiron because that crutch will never break.
Okay. He's from the Persuader. I remember him. I think.
Yes. Yeah, that's him. He was a hockey player. Funnily enough.
Really.
Sorry to talk about sports, Zazel, again. But yeah, look, Captain Gridiron from the D cartoon.
Yeah.
Certainly. Yeah. One of my favorites. And Ken says one of his favorites as well when he was a kid. Peter Moline says, he wants his gear. Football grenades.
Come on.
Unreal.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a face mask on his helmet. That'd be so cool. And we're not going to get a fridge, so.
No, we won't.
Because of rights.
Zazel says he's a handsome fella. So he doesn't mind the sport talk in this case.
Okay.
Which is fine. I actually totally agree. Maybe I don't know.
I don't mind the coloring actually, the yellow and the
Yeah.
green.
Yeah. So when I was younger, I was a massive Green Bay Packers fan
There you go.
because someone bought me a Green Bay Packers baseball cap. And I didn't know anything about American football, but because I had a Green Bay Packers baseball cap, I became a Green Bay Packers fan. And it just happened to be during that period where Brett Favre was huge. And I took a liking to the Packers.
And you imagine him in classified, all those weapons he has. Just imagine having them all connected to his body, you know, on his backpack and stuff. You know, everything's on his person.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Figure out a way of doing that. Come on, Hasbro. Come on, Hasbro.
Yeah.
Do it for us.
Come on, Hasbro.
Zazel says, never say never on the fridge. We might still get the fridge.
Yeah.
It'll be good. And look who's dropped twice. It's 3-star draw.
3-star draw. What's up?
G'day, Darren. Thank you for joining us, mate.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Number 4?
Number 4, yeah.
Is the version 2 Dusty with, of course, Sandstorm, another pet.
Love it. There he is there. Look, mate, this is one of those rare figures where a total resculpt of the original looks pretty cool. But, throughout that line, there were obviously lots of version 2s where you just went, meh. But this version 2 is very popular. So I totally agree. And my dog's called Dusty too. Yeah. Hey, Dusty, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, he doesn't want to play.
Okay. But yeah, I think it'd be cool. And like I said before, I like pets. You know what? There's one I forgot to put on the list, Spearhead and Max. But but I never had this Dusty, and I don't know. I know somebody. I asked somebody on YouTube, or I don't know where it was, but he made a custom Sandstorm. So to go with his Dusty display. So I don't know. There's Dusty there.
Look at him. Look at him.
That is a cute small dog. I'm a big dog fan, but that one is cute.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's a legend. 3-star reckons this Dusty looks like Aaron.
Aaron?
Me.
Oh.
I reckon.
Oh, okay.
Ginger Dusty? Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
I can see it.
Yep, that's fair. I get a lot of Charbroil as well. Lots of people call me
Charbroil. Yeah. Forgot about him.
Yeah. Zazel reckons it's the better Dusty.
Yeah.
Probably a good call.
The Dusty after being a trader.
I'm not sure if everyone's talking about Dusty the G.I. Joe or Dusty my dog now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dusty is a good boy.
I understand now.
I think
it's a dog thing. People always talk about Punk's dog too.
Yes, they do.
Roman.
I don't know if Roman's as cute as Dusty though.
No.
Let's be honest.
I don't know what kind of dog Roman is. So
no.
Maybe a bulldog. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah.
All right. So top
Number
3, mate.
Top 3.
Yeah, the bronze medal position.
Number 3 is Iceberg. I loved Iceberg as a kid, and I love his weapon. I mean, a white rock and roll gun is awesome, and I know the 50th anniversary hit. He comes with more stuff, like he comes with a snowboard and stuff. But so and he had a little yellow on him. But I like this version. I just prefer this version. Just give him one gun. Didn't have a backpack, or maybe they'll give him one, but his pistol will probably be removable too. So, but yeah, Dusty was great. His goggles will be removable too. But yeah, absolutely. Iceberg's got to be in this classified line. They need more snow. They need more snow people. I mean,
need more snow guys. Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know if he had any other versions. I'm not sure if he had other versions.
He did.
Did he have a Tiger Force? No, he doesn't like the heat, so I don't know if he had Tiger Force.
Yeah. He had a version in the 90s where he came with a snowboard.
Well, right, yeah.
Yeah. And I reckon if they made a classified version of this guy with a snowboard. Like that
Yeah.
would be something else, man.
Yeah.
That'd be
Well,
unreal.
they gave Snow Purpose a snowboard, so they can do it.
Absolutely. See,
And if they're
I'd
giving
love
them
to see that.
snowshoes, don't give them the original ones. Don't give them the shitty ones they give Snow Job and Snow Person. But I can't even get him on his feet.
That's fair. Tell us what you really think.
Yeah.
But nah, the iceberg's very cool, and yeah, the backstory, as you said,
Yeah. Yeah. He was from Waco, Texas, and he didn't like the
yeah.
heat. Okay.
doesn't like the heat. Yeah, it's just fantastic.
There's a scene in Arise, Suspense or Arise, where Duke says, "Face it, Iceberg, you were born in the wrong state."
Yeah. Couple of comments from the chat.
Okay.
Zazen said all of his G.I. Joes are dusty.
Okay.
Zazen's in fine form this morning.
Basil, you are a very funny guy.
Yeah. 1.5 beers last night, and he's rocketing along. Toy Connection says, after we found out Sky Patrol Airborne isn't the same character as V1 Airborne, I had to look up if this Dusty is still the same Dusty. Interesting. We'll get back to us, Ken. Please do.
Yes. I was up
yeah. So he started saying hello to everyone. That's like 4 people in 5
okay.
words. Very cool. Kira reckons Sandstorm was a bit small. It's probably fair enough. Yeah. Casey says he'd buy Iceberg, which is probably it's cool.
I remember that. I remember the episode with Dr. Mimitor turned him into a whale.
Yes.
86 was a good year for Joe's.
Yeah, it was a good year.
There's a lot of them on my list.
Absolutely.
Yes. 3-star. That's what I think. Iceberg coming with a battle bear. I just said that to Pop Blender the other day.
Yeah. Wes said he should have come with more accessories. 100%.
Classified probably will, Joe.
Yeah. I reckon
at least a snowboard, I think, or ski.
Snowboard. Bring on the snowboard.
He had skis in the cartoon once.
Yeah. Classified tracker?
Now,
with the sneakers.
That's the actual tracker, right? Not Spirit, because I know it's.
Yeah.
Is he the one that came with an inflatable raft?
The one with the raft. The one with the Reebok pump sneakers. Like I want to see a classified figure with the basketball shoes. Like that'd be with the Nike Airs, whatever they were.
People are wondering. As much as I like this character, and I hope we get him, Big Lob is not on my list. I like Big Lob, but he didn't make my list.
Yeah. Which is probably a good thing for Zazel because he doesn't like talking sports.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And according to Punk, he doesn't like Big Lob. I think
Zazel keeps telling Phil that he's funny.
You're pretty funny.
Yeah. Ken has confirmed that he had the version 2 snowboard one, but he prefers the 1986 jobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you read that?
Yeah, I can read it. My wife is in the room. Nobody mentions the $300 G.I. Joe purchase.
Whoopsie. I think you just mentioned it, Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Mrs. Phoenix.
Yeah.
Boys will be boys, I suppose. Let's move right along, eh? Number 2, silver medal.
2.
Yeah.
One of my these next two, and I'm not saying who one is yet, but the next 2 are 2 of my all-time favorite Joes. So, and they haven't got them yet, but number 2 is Mainframe.
Whee! There he is.
And definitely, I love Mainframe, and I hope he comes with a gun, because he didn't come with a gun in this version, other than his pistol that's not movable. But I just wish they give him a rifle. The original Tripwire didn't come with a rifle, and I gave him one, so I'll just give him one. But Mainframe would be so cool, and I don't know how everybody else thinks, but I think he should come with a 2-pack with Carol Weaver, who was Zarana in disguise. That would be cool. That would be cool. That is a 2-pack I would buy. 2-pack. Yeah. That would be awesome.
Couldn't agree more, mate. I love Mainframe.
Yeah, I love Mainframe. His hat could be removable, and his little computer. Well, nowadays they can have a different kind of like a laptop, but I think the Gridiron Studios has a loadout with a laptop and stuff. So
no, that would be awesome.
And he's good friends with Dial-Tone, so
absolutely. And he's getting lots of love in the chat as well, mate. Larry says he loves Mainframe.
Yeah.
Zazel said that would be really cool if he came with a laptop.
Yeah. Really cool with a laptop or with the two pack with Carol Weaver. I think that'd be awesome if they did that. I mean, we need obscure characters. I mean,
indeed. Wes said maybe he can steal Lifeline's gun. Very good point. Very good point. Jay Astro says he wants Mainframe just so he can do smoochy pics with Zorana.
Yeah, there you go.
And Kiwi says
came with an extra hat of Carol Weaver.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Kiwi says that Zazel's safe with Zazel's secret is safe with all of us. Yeah.
Okay,
we won't tell anyone about this.
We won't tell anybody.
Yeah, we won't tell anyone. Our lips are sealed. We're a vault.
Yeah.
Not going to mention it at all. No, not at all.
What purchase? I don't know what purchase you're talking about.
No. Look, what $300 purchase? No, nothing to see here. Ken says we're very entertaining. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
He didn't have any coffee today, but we're keeping him awake. Oh,
you're welcome.
Thank you, Ken. 3-star reckons Dial-Tone is better than Mainframe. Now, there's an argument for another day.
Yes, another day.
Who do you reckon is smarter, more intelligent out of Dial-Tone?
Dial-Tone.
You reckon?
In the cartoon, Dial-Tone, because in the episode where they're up in space in a restaurant, he's the one that came up with the idea with the soda pop, and they go out and make the soda pop rockets.
Yeah. There is an episode where Cobra puts Dial-Tone in charge of G.I. Joe. Have you seen that one?
Oh, yes. I love that one.
Yeah.
Just because I hate Beachhead. Beachhead looks at the computer and says, shipwreck, Dial-Tone, and Lifeline in charge? Promoted? What about Roadblock? Gun Ho? Or me?
Yeah.
I just,
funny stuff.
Other people know that I hate Beachhead, so.
But look, he's a buffoon, let's be honest.
Yeah. You don't challenge Flint, baby.
Oh, this is a good idea. Can you see that? Wes reckons Mainframe should come with his throne.
Yes. That would be cool, too. Dial-Tone should have had one, too.
Yeah. 3-star says he likes both. He just has more nostalgia for Dial-Tone. I'm the same.
Yeah. I like them both, too.
Who's a Marine? Is Mainframe a Marine or is Dial-Tone a Marine? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I think it might be Mainframe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Mainframe could give Dial-Tone a knuckle sandwich if it possibly could.
Yeah.
Wreckship wants to see a shipwreck. Have we seen a shipwreck in Classified yet?
Oh, he's in my double shish over there. Yeah, there is one. He's over there.
All right. And Mainframe was the Marine. Everybody's just clarified that for us.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Thanks, boys. Okay, number one, mate. You ready?
Number one.
The gold medal.
The gold medal, and the number one, and it is Arctic Stalker. And it's gotta be a deluxe. But when this is announced, I'm going on BBTS and I'm pre-ordering it just like I did Heavy Duty. This is a must. This is this has got to happen.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I'm going to put myself on solo because I got him out of my cabinet.
And I really don't want the kayak to be a backpack. That was kind of corny to me myself, but got to have the kayak. Yeah,
it's very cool. Everything about this figure is just amazing, mate.
Yeah,
everything is just We managed to put his little.
I lost the mask, so I lost the mask to him. So
he's just very cool.
Yeah,
very very cool.
He's awesome. I wish I had the overing right now.
It's a great choice. I reckon I've got a spare, mate.
Yeah.
So, I've got a spare one. I've got two. So that's how much I like him. I've got two. So I display one without the kayak, display one with the kayak.
Yeah.
I don't know how I ended up with two, but I've got two.
Yeah. This guy.
Yeah, he's very cool.
When I was a kid, when this came out, I could never find him. I could never find him in the stores.
Oh, yeah.
Where the hell is Stalker? Where the hell is Stalker? I want this new Stalker. And I finally found him, but it was hell to find him. I don't know if it's because he was, had a kayak with him but it's got to happen.
Yeah. He's getting a lot of love in the chat as well, mate. So Larry says, nice choice for number one.
Yeah.
Peter Moline says, one of the best. Casey says you've done a great job putting your list together.
Thanks.
Ken was praying for Ice Cream Soldier at number one.
I wasn't collecting back then when he came out, so he was he was weird looking.
Yeah. 3-star reckons we should have got this version already.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We didn't need a retro Stalker.
Absolutely. I think everyone's taking the piss here. Rexship wanted DJ at number one.
Rexship, I do like the Battle Force 2000 Joes. I cut it down to 20, so DJ was my favorite. So
Zazel said, interesting way to store a knife. Yes, I do have the knife poking downwards in the canoe. So Stalker is going to spring a leak.
There's two things that got to happen. This has to be unclassified, and the whale has to be a HasLab.
Oh, can you imagine how big that whale would be?
I don't care.
Joe Hunter 73. Wes says it was a fun list, and he's congratulated you on your list, mate.
Thanks, Joe Hunter.
Yeah. Peter Moline says he borrowed $5 from his babysitter to buy Stalker. Still has it.
I remember when I was a kid, every Christmas Eve we went to my grandmother's house, I always got a G.I. Joe from her, but my mother she always gave money to my mother, would go down to the store and where she lived to get it.
Yeah.
So,
but Kiwi says Stalker is awesome.
Yeah.
Kayak is awesome.
It has to be a deluxe because.
Yeah, indeed.
I don't care.
Yeah. Kiwi actually repaired my kayak for me, so I didn't have the float arm. No, I've got the non-original float arm on my kayak. Which I reckon
I lost his mask when I was a kid that he came with.
Yeah, interesting. Because Zazel says he doesn't actually need the mask, which is probably a fair comment. I wonder why they supplied him with the mask.
I wonder if it'd be cool if his hat would come off, but people would probably lose it, right? I don't know. It'd be kind of weird because it's like a beanie, right?
It is a beanie. Yeah. 3-star says Stalker was hard to find where he grew up as well.
Tennessee, right? I think.
Yeah.
Or Nashville. No, that's Tennessee.
Yeah. Phil says you've put together a great list. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks.
Ken says, when his friend showed me his figure as a kid and said the name was Ice Cream Soldier, I thought he was kidding. Imagine my shock when checking the Yojo website. Ken, I've got 3 Ice Cream Soldiers. I love that thing.
He was a Joe too, right? Not a Cobra.
Yep, he was a flamethrower trooper.
So he was an actual person with a name.
Yeah. Kiwi says awesome list. So does Rexship. He says you've done a really good.
Thanks.
Good list. Zazel says a great list, and he's referencing a bit of sport there. Tennessee is close to Nashville. Guess.
Oh yeah.
Tennessee close to Nashville. All right, fair enough. Not up with my American geography. So if you understand that comment, well.
Yeah, because I said Tennessee then Nashville, so Nashville's in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Sorry, 3-star.
Yeah. So that's a good list, mate. You've done really well. And
sounds like people want us to do more of these.
Oh, mate, I'm always happy to. I'm always happy to.
I love talking to you, Joe.
Yeah, me too, man. Nothing better. Especially with friends from all over the world. There's not many of us in Adelaide, and I wouldn't think there's many of you in Canandaigua either.
No.
Three star says, let's talk vehicles next. That could be
Okay.
yeah. I'll probably have to use someone else's photos for that though, because I don't have any vehicles. But that's all right. We can sort that out.
Yeah.
What's on for
I won't
your
do 20 though. I don't think I could get. I don't think I named 20 vehicles. I just do 10.
That might be tricky. Casey says you have to have you guys on the pit for a list show. Get Jeremiah on, Casey. 100%. He's ready to go. Yep.
Whatever.
Give him the call up.
I'm not very good, but
I'll send you guys a link on Facebook so you can become Facebook friends if you're not already. Are you friends with Casey on Facebook?
I don't think so.
Don't think so?
I follow him, or he follows me. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll sort that out, mate. We'll get it sorted.
All right.
I
don't know many of Joe's back in the 2000s, though, so I had to look it up on Google.
Yeah, Google's cool. We missed Phil. Phil wants wetsuit in classified, which is a very good show.
Oh yeah, I do too. He wasn't on my list.
Yeah. Ken's saying good chill stream, and says with positivity stream between podcast from the pit and us.
Ken, Ken, is there a clubhouse tonight?
An
Oz clubhouse?
Yeah, let's have a look. I was going to ask you what's on for your channel. So you've posted a short this morning.
Posted a short on a review of Marvel Legend Justice figure from the Zabu wave. From the Void wave. And I got a lot coming in because I recently got my retroactive money from SSI.
Yep.
So I got a lot coming in. I got Serpentor, I got Leatherneck, a couple Marvel Legends, and Doc, and Quick Kick. So
your house is going to be full, mate.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch up. I got a lot of pre-orders, but I actually pre-ordered some stuff. Like I pre-ordered a couple of Monster Force figures and the Street Fighter figures. I kind of like them. In my action figure displays, I have one universe, so they're all in the same universe, like Marvel, G.I. Joe. Like the Punisher buys it. The Punisher buys his weapons from Destro. So that's what I kind of mean.
Cool.
Even my Black Series Ewoks are in the universe. I love Ewoks.
Mate, they're your toys. You can do whatever you want.
I'm not ashamed to say that I love the Ewoks.
Don't ever be ashamed, mate. You like what you like.
And Chewbacca.
Don't let anyone ever yuck on your yum.
No, I know.
I heard someone say yesterday. I think that was
kind of cool.
I reckon that was from What's on Joe Mind. Someone said that yesterday in What's on Joe Mind. Don't ever let anyone yuck on your yum.
Yeah.
Lament has joined us a little bit late, but thank you for dropping by, Lament.
Thanks for dropping by.
Ken says Oz is taking a break, but we're seeing if Ed or Kenzo want to host it.
Okay.
So we'll have a look. Kenzo didn't do his Friday night insomnia stream.
In front of his father passed away.
Yeah. Which I missed because I tend to drop in on that. Most because it's Saturday afternoon here.
I take a nap in the afternoon so I can stay up.
So you can stay up. But yeah, obviously been getting into Motu a little bit lately. So listening to Ken quite frequently, and Kenzo's a really good bloke. So Kiwi says toys are bringing people together. G.I. Joe family. Rexship agrees. Don't yuck on someone's yum, but is it okay to yum someone else's yuck? Crikey. Yep. For sure. We ask all the tough questions here at Ronnie and G.I. Jetman.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, we've been at it an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I haven't had any breakfast yet. So I'm going to go and do that. I just wanted to thank everybody for joining us. It's been a massive turnout this morning. It's been fantastic. Jeremiah did a great job of his list. If you haven't subscribed to G.I. Jetman, go and do that. If you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe to me. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed to everyone in the chat, go and look up all those guys in the chat, because every one of those guys in the chat have got their own channel and they're pushing out videos, and they certainly keep me entertained.
I'm subscribed to most of them.
Yes, yep.
Oh.
And Zazel was just saying, if you haven't seen the new Delta 17 GeoFest exclusives, check that out as well. Yes, there was a live stream.
Yes, I saw it.
Night.
Yep.
Delta 17 doing some fantastic
job.
Yep. So check them out as well. But I reckon I'll play the outro, mate, and we'll see everyone next time.
And as Beast always says, all my stars and garters.
Absolutely. Yo, Joe, guys. I'm going to find the
Yo,
outro.
Joe.